That's a nice looking old pickup.
Said it's dirty from sitting all winter.
Dirt's fine. Man, that's a nice old truck. Now, Mike, tell us a story on this truck a little bit, if you would.
69 Chevy C10. It was my dad's. He got it back, I want to say 81, 82, something like that.
So he had it a long time.
Yeah, and this was his daily driver. He was in the military. He was stationed all over the United States. This truck's been all over the United States. I remember I've got pictures 6 or 7 years old taking a ride down to Fort Campbell, Kentucky when he was stationed at Fort Campbell. This was a truck we drove.
Really?
Went to Fort Hood, Texas with him in this. We went down. I remember we drove straight through. We were hitting every other rest stop along the way. I remember one point, one of the rest stops was closed, and he woke up behind the wheel with 18-wheelers blowing its air horns at him. He'd fell asleep at the wheel, so we had to pull off the side of the road and took a break. But yeah, and then
so it's been in the family a long time.
Yeah, right before he got out of the Army, right before he retired, he got hit in the side right on that tire.
Huh.
And it pushed the whole axle over almost to the frame and dented that bedside. And he drove it home like that.
He drove it home like that.
He drove it home like that. And then
you couldn't do that with a vehicle today.
No. Next couple of years, he got that fixed and then got it painted. So I want to say late 99 or mid 90s, 93, 94, it had a paint job done on it.
I got you.
So the paint job's still 20 plus years old, but
hey, it looks good even with a little dust on it. You had it sitting in your other garage over there, obviously. I'll open this door if you don't mind. We'll let Greg get he's in here and check out this interior. And I just love the interiors of these trucks.
You know, it's got all the additions you can put on these trucks I think is what makes them cool is all the accessories they had on them you can add to, like the tack dash. That was not original to this truck,
Absolutely.
You can add that in there real simple. It's nothing to it. That 4-speed, that's not original to this truck, but that's a 4-speed transmission that he put in there.
Was it a 3-speed originally, or?
Yeah, it would have a 3-speed column shift originally.
Yeah.
Under the hood's nothing special either. It's the 307 4-barrel.
Look, you'll make a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time you clean. And I do know, and we own a couple C10s ourselves. Greg has one, as do I. And a lot of people move this tank. They don't like it behind the seat.
Yeah.
But I just like that. I'm just, a lot of people, they've got so many options now. You can put it in the bed. You can put a door on it. You can open this up, fill it there. You can fill it back here. You can do all kinds of things. But I don't know. I'm kind of on these things. I love that original look. I'm okay with aftermarket wheels and things like that. But Chevy did a great job putting these trucks together, and I think Truck Nerd calls them an action series. So it's got a 1970 license plate.
I threw that on her to drive it around,
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's kind of neat. So you got the tonneau covers, the bed in good shape.
Yeah, it's
you don't have to open it up. That's fine. That's it's really a neat old pickup, man.
I've collected up the proper trim for the bottom of it, so that's a project in the future. It's got aftermarket trim.
Oh yeah, instead of the wider black trim.
Yeah. So I've slowly collected that up and got that together.
Now we ran into this thing, and we even did a little video on mirrors on these trucks.
Yeah.
There is so many different options of mirrors on these trucks. This is more of your, I almost want to call it a camper type thing. It doesn't extend way out there. But you see a lot of them like this. You see some that are shorter, but it's made the same. It's got a little tripod up here,
and then the West Coast style comes up.
Yeah, exactly.
The big one that goes from top to bottom.
Right, and then they've got the sport mirrors.
Right.
That they came out with in 71, 72. But everybody's always on the fence about what type of mirrors, including Greg. Greg still is. He's got the original mirrors on there. He's just not sure what he wants to do.
He's got, what, a 67? Is that
68? 68. Greg has a 68.
I think those big West Coast mirrors look cool on those trucks. I think it fits it really good, too.
I love the grill on 69s and 70s. They're
so that is nothing special underneath there. That's definitely for sure.
Well, and I like the originality of looking at things. But man, it is clean. I mean, Nothing a little, nothing with a little power washer wouldn't fix and
Little
clean up. But
HEI action there, and other
Yeah.
than that, that's about
a
it.
little Edelbrock carburetor and aluminum intake. Yeah, this is a nice, clean, old, original looking truck. And I like the rally wheels on it.
Yeah, the color
got-
makes it, I think.
Yep.
I really think the color is special.
It is. Now, what color? Do you know what color?
It's kind of an aqua of some
I-
sort, I think.
I've actually got a can of leftover paint that's been sitting in there for 30 years, so I could tell you the numbers off if you really wanted to.
So the thing about a 69 and a 70, for anybody that don't know, and I'm not an expert on these by any means, but 69 and 70s had that Chevy emblem up here.
Well,
69 did. The 70 went in the bar.
nope.
Tell me.
No, 69s all have this up here. What I understand the difference of 69 and 70 is the color of the parking lights.
Yeah, there's very little
The
difference.
70 has a white parking lot with a amber bulb,
Right.
and the 69 has the amber.
Right. And then
So
the
that-
70,
but that-
71, 72 lost the bar.
Yeah, it's got the
and the
eggshell.
plastic.
I've actually got one of each of the shell or of the grills up there.
Oh yeah.
Up there.
And they moved
So-
this emblem from the hood down to the center.
Right.
That's the way my 72 is. Of course, 67 and 8s were both different. The way they painted them.
Right.
69, 70s were different. 71, 72. So,
That's what's cool about these shows. There's so many interchangeable parts. I think
oh,
that's-
absolutely. Greg would love to have your bumper.
Yeah, that's an aftermarket special.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You know what? And you know, if you watch what you're doing, you can buy some pretty nice aftermarket stuff. If you know who to buy from, that's the main thing. And I like the fact that it's got the drip guards and stuff. And I see a lot of trucks with this added to it. So
Yeah, the little what?
yeah, the little mud flaps.
This is
Yeah.
AC.
That's some kind of arrow looking.
Yeah, that's
No, it's not AC.
that's from the air. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Well, man, what a beautiful truck. And thanks for sharing all your stuff with us today, Mike. You got 3 really cool vehicles here. You got to have one with paint on it.
Right,
You know,
I got my daily there, so
Yeah,
and I've messed with it a little bit too. I mean,
Well, that's cool. So, you know, at least you've got options. But the fire truck, the 59, and your 69 Chevy truck here, man, they're all neat vehicles. And, man, we appreciate you showing everything to
Thanks
us
for coming
today,
out. I
Mike.
appreciate
we
you guys
appreciate
coming
it.
there.
So, make sure you guys catch us stuff on YouTube, Heartland Hot Rods, and we're on heartlandhotrods.com. Check us out on Facebook, Heartland Hot Rods, and we'll see you at the next one.
Heartland Hot Rods, burning down the roads. No